With the end of the month fast approaching, I thought it might be helpful to take a minute to review how to report and record service hours for Assist Teens of the Bay Area. On the screen, you see the monthly service hours report form, which is available in the weekly update under the document links section. You can click on the live link to download it to your device. This is a Microsoft Word document and utilizes the table function so that anytime you need to continue to key in text, the columns will expand to accommodate the amount of information that you are keying in. You may save this blank report and utilize it over and over. As you can see, there is a section for an Assist Teen to enter in their name and the month in which they are reporting their hours. We encourage Assist Teens to report on a monthly basis, not more frequently or less frequently than that. The report form is divided into 3 sections: philanthropic programs, chapter support activities, and other. I'm going to spend a few minutes explaining each of these sections in more detail. Let's take a look at the philanthropic programs section. Listed here are all the Assist Teens owned and managed philanthropic programs. There are 7, and some of them can only be participated in after a meeting concludes. Others can only be participated in outside of a meeting. And there are still others where there are options to do one or either or both. Birthday in a Box, which provides party kits to League City and McWhorter students who are a part of the Communities in Schools Bay Area program, that activity only takes place at the end of a membership meeting. Students who participate in this activity will sign up using the appropriate Sign Up Genius link, indicate their interest in participating in Birthday in a Box, and after the meeting has concluded, gather in the designated space to put together these party kits. Operation School Bell Support and Operation Support Our School Support are 2 philanthropic programs that only occur outside of a meeting. Operation School Bell Support is managed by the chairman and vice chairman of the philanthropic program, and requests come through them to me for an opportunity for Assist Teens to participate. This normally takes place during the summer, as this is prep work for the upcoming launch of the program when school starts. This past summer, Assist Teens who participated helped to label the shopping bags as well as books that are placed in each one of the students' bags who are in the elementary age range. Operation Support Our School Support, our newest philanthropic program, deals specifically with those experiencing food insecurity. There are 2 areas that fall under Support Our School Support. The first is the monthly assembly of snack attack packs, which take place on a designated Sunday afternoon at the chapter's resale shop. Additionally, Assist Teens may either donate or volunteer at the Clear Lake Food Pantry or Interfaith Caring Ministries. The donations must be food in order to qualify for Support Our Schools Support participation. Again, these 2 activities will not be offered at a meeting, but always be an opportunity that takes place outside of a meeting. The other 4 philanthropic programs are offered after a meeting as well as outside of a meeting. Cause for pause at a meeting would be the assembly of pet adoption kits. Outside of a meeting would be donations of pet food and supplies to the League City Animal Care Shelter. Notes for folks at a meeting would be staying after the membership meeting has concluded and work on cards that are given to those who reside in the memory care unit at Heart is Clear Lake. Those cards are delivered by the adult liaison on a monthly basis. Outside of a meeting would be either checking out cards to work on at home, and then when completed, delivering to the adult liaison, Ms. Matthews, or participating in the in-person visits at the Heart Is facility, which take place in October, December, February, and April. Project Family at a meeting would be assembling the candy bag treats that are given to the young residents at Bay Area Turning Point Shelter. And currently, since in-person visits are not yet permitted, outside of a meeting would be those assist teens who put together fun crafts and games and mail them to the address designated in the weekly update under the philanthropic program Project Family. For Project Snuggle at a meeting would be those teens who stay afterward and create the fleece blankets. Outside of a meeting would be those who check out blankets to construct at home, or for the few remaining kits that were purchased prior to September 26th from Joann Fabrics, the completion of those and delivery to Ms. Zamora, who is the adult liaison for Project Snuggle. Those philanthropic programs that take place after a meeting do not need to be logged on the monthly service hours report form, but you may do so if you just want to keep track of all the work that you were doing in philanthropic programs. The reason it doesn't need to be logged is because at the conclusion of the membership meetings and the work on philanthropic programs, the attendance sheets are given to Elizabeth Arsenault, who is the individual who, as I mentioned previously, records these hours and keeps track of those that are submitted. Participation not at a meeting would need to be recorded and submitted. If you notice, the third column, dates, allows an assisting to input the various dates that they worked on any of these programs. As a reminder of the 15 service hours that an assisting must earn on an annual basis to be eligible to return as a member the following year, 5 of those 15 hours must be earned in one or more of the philanthropic programs that are owned and managed by assistings. Those hours can be earned at a meeting or outside of a meeting. The second section is the chapter support activities. And these activities are predominantly fundraising activities that support the chapter Assistance League of the Bay Area. The annual fundraising event is something that is held in the springtime. And if an assisting is helping, they will be physically present at the event, helping out in a variety of ways. That would be recorded not at a meeting. Similarly, the resale shop is also a way assistings support the chapter, and all of those hours earned would be recorded in the not at a meeting column. This would include the Saturdays, and during the summer, the Fridays assistings volunteered during normal business hours. It will also include other special situations, such as helping to prep the shop for the upcoming holiday extravaganza preview party. Other fundraising is predominantly Assist-A-Child cards, which, similar to Notes for Folks, these are cards that assistings are asked to color when the inventory of cards is running low. These cards are sold at the shop, and assistings may participate in this activity when it is offered after a meeting, or it may be that these cards are checked out and worked on at home. It is dependent on the chapter representative and how they want to pursue it. This opportunity has not yet been offered for this year, but rest assured, if it is, it will be fully documented in the weekly update with an explanation of how the cards will be prepared and how to participate. The remaining area under the chapter support activities section of the monthly service hours report form is Assist Teens fundraising activities. This year, Assist Teens, because members approved it at the last meeting, there will be one held on April the 3rd, 2022, our Spring Fling fundraiser. More than likely, hours will not be earned at a meeting unless there is some prep work that might need to take place in March prior to the event in early April. Most of the work will happen outside of a meeting and will be through committee participation or the day of the event. Once again, the dates that an Assist Teen participates in any of these 4 areas would be recorded in the dates column. For the resale shop, when Assist Teens volunteer, they are asked to sign a logbook when they come into the building. They are reminded, and I am reminding everyone once again, that by signing that logbook, it does not mean that the hours they worked are automatically recorded. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the Assist Teen when they work in the shop to record those hours and submit them to Ms. Arsenault. The third area, other, is often the one that creates the most questions. So let's take a moment to review what the other section represents. The reason it may be confusing sometimes is because the other column allows an Assist Teen to document 2 different types of volunteer service. The first would be Assist Teens approved activities. An Assist Teens approved activity is defined as one that is offered to all Assist Teens, and it is offered through the weekly update in the community volunteer opportunities section. The way an Assist Teens approved event is placed there is that the organization that is requesting volunteers would email me as Assist Teens coordinator, giving me the details about the event. Once I have approved it and placed it into the weekly update, and if I am able to create a Sign Up Genius link, this means that every Assist Teen has equal opportunity to click on the link, see if there's interest, if they're available, and sign up. For an Assist Teens approved activity, those count towards the 15 service hours that are required to maintain eligibility to return. The other part regarding Assist Teens approved activities is because they are approved by the coordinator and they are listed in the community volunteer section, an additional form from the organization that has requested the help is not needed. I try to communicate with those individuals to let them know that, but if for some reason a form is given to an Assist Teen who volunteers at one of these activities, just politely accept it, but know that it is not required to be submitted to Ms. Arsenault because she is well aware of all the Assist Teens approved activities. And I work very closely with her, providing her the list of teens who have signed up. And I also follow up with the volunteer coordinator of the organization requesting help to make sure that those who committed to show up did. Additionally, in the other section of this form is where an Assist Teen would record what is known as individual volunteering. That is defined as when an Assist Teen is volunteering for an organization and decides they want to earn some assistance hours while they volunteer. However, these are not assistance approved activities because no one from the organization has reached out to me and asked for volunteers, and it appears nowhere in the weekly update. This is a choice that an individual makes, perhaps for an organization that they are already involved in and feel passionate about. When an assistee individually volunteers, those hours are not counted towards the 15 required service hours. However, they are counted towards overall service hours. And if an assistee decides to pursue the President's Volunteer Service Award, 50% of individual volunteer hours are included in the calculation when determining if an assistee reaches a bronze, silver, or gold level, depending on the hours required for the age that they are. Additionally, with individual volunteering, a form is needed from the organization with the assistee's name on it, the date and times they worked, as well as the signature of the individual who verified that this took place. Those forms would be submitted along with the monthly service hours report form. Everything that happens in the other section of the monthly service hours report form would be not at a meeting. And that is why the at the meeting column is shaded, because we would never be putting hours there, because anything that falls in the other category will occur outside of a meeting. However, once again, it needs to be documented, and the dates and the hours that worked on the service hours report form. These report forms are sent to Ms. Arsenault, not to me. And photos are requested because it's a great way to showcase all of the work assistings of the Bay Area, what they're doing in our community. But Ms. Arsenault does not need a photo, and I do not need the monthly service hours report form. Those are two different submissions for two different purposes. One other point is that when an assisting attends a meeting, whether in person or virtually, Ms. Arsenault receives the attendance sheets. Those who attend in person sign out after the meeting has ended, and those that attend virtually she will receive the Zoom log of their attendance. In that case, you do not report attending a meeting because Ms. Arsenault will automatically record that meeting attendance based on the sheets she receives, as well as giving each teen who attended the meeting an hour of service credit. So to recap, philanthropic programs, some take place only at a meeting, others only not at a meeting, and some one or the other. For those that are at a meeting, it is not necessary to record them because of the fact that Ms. Arsenault will receive the attendance sheets. However, you may, if you want to keep track of all of your philanthropic work, record them and submit. The second section predominantly will be not at a meeting, and the other section, whether assistings approved or individual volunteering, will always be not at a meeting. I hope that this has cleared up any questions that you may have, but if there are still some lingering, please feel free to reach out to myself, assistingsInfo@assistanceleagueba.org, or to Ms. Arsenault, gasman@pdq.net. We want each assisting to be confident when they record and report their hours, and we want to make sure that we have provided a clear explanation on how to do so. Thank you so much. for watching the video. And again, I hope it is proven helpful.